Going to, forgive me if it's Mahi?
Yeah.
Mahi. You said that couples in college shouldn't restrict each other. Your partner is not your parent, should not tell you what you can and can't do. If you want the best for your partner, you shouldn't tell them they can't go out. So like going out to parties, I'm imagining. Maybe also like what to wear, that sort of thing?
No, just like parties. Oh, no, just like parties.
Just parties, okay. So you're fine with a guy saying, boyfriend saying, don't wear that?
No. Like, he shouldn't be able to
Oh, he shouldn't say that
no,
either.
No, he shouldn't
okay.
say that.
You say because you should want them to have as much fun as they can. As long as they're respectful, they should be allowed to do whatever they want. Okay. Anybody here just agree with her position? Who agrees? Agree.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah. I think you should be able to wear what you want, but I also think men can have their own standards.
Okay.
And, if they don't want a girl who's going out and partying, they should not be with that woman.
I agree.
Whereas other men do appreciate that and want that.
Okay.
Maybe less, but...
Okay.
I think you should be able to wear whatever it is you want and have the autonomy to do that. However, I do think that if you're in a respectful partnership and your significant other does have an issue with something you're wearing, they should be able to freely vocalize that and then at least have some kind of a maybe conversation or something.
Okay. Because I mean, with the going out thing, right? Like, I think it's reasonable that if you meet somebody and they're single, you perhaps expect them to be acting in a way that's commensurate with being single. But once you're in a relationship, I think the thing, like, for example, when it depends how we approach the logic here. So if the logic is, well, things that are acceptable when you're single, can they ever become unacceptable when you're in a relationship? I think we would agree, like, for example, you can technically sleep with whoever you want when you're single. But when you're in a relationship, that would be cheating. In this case, it's like, what is the sort of acceptable behavior that you can and can't do once you're in a relationship? And so I guess my question is, maybe this might help paint a picture or articulate the male position. Would you be okay with your boyfriend going to a strip club?
No.
Why not? That's really controlling and insecure of you.
I mean, I would never go to any type of strip club like filled with all men. All I'm talking about was more just like the college aspect of it, like going to frat parties and going to house parties, especially like UCSB is known as a party school,
it's a party
but
school, yeah.
My boyfriend has no problem with it because he does the same. He goes to frat parties, he goes to house parties. All I'm saying is I think people do it in a way like they're trying to prevent their partner from cheating. Like they think, I'm doing this, so I think it's more they're trying to prevent cheating, even though if someone's going to cheat, they're just going to do it. I feel like putting these like preventative measures in place doesn't give any like use. And also, like you were saying, like if you don't want someone who's partying, like you shouldn't be with someone like that. But I have a lot of friends who now are struggling because their boyfriends knew they partied in high school and they knew they went out. But now all of a sudden it's a problem that they're in college, even though they knew that's how they always were. So
I think if you're scared of your partner cheating, you shouldn't be with them.
Yeah, that too.
So then what's the objection to the strip club?
I just think it's just like half naked woman. I don't know. I just would feel uncomfortable with it. That's it. I
mean, but in terms of like the cheating component of it.
Well, strip club is mainly just for like sex and not having, obviously, but like, well, it's very
the sexual appeal.
Yes.
Like, what's the reason he's going there? Like, I don't, like most men.
He's got a bunch of frat boyfriends, and
I mean, I wouldn't compare going to a strip club like compared to a frat. Like, I don't think it's at all like measurable. Like, a lot of people have broken up with their boyfriends just for going to strip clubs. Like, even if they didn't engage in anything, it's just kind of like, why are you there?
Well, I mean, my position on this would be, I think it's far more likely that somebody cheats at a bar or club versus cheats at a strip club. Because the difference is, when you go to a bar or club, there's people who will fuck you there. You go to a strip club, strippers,
I mean, but strippers will do it for a price,
Strippers do not want to fuck. Well, sure, then we're getting into prostitution.
I mean, but even if
but
they're
most
not,
strippers aren't
that's what
prostitutes. I mean, but you go to a strip club, trust me, the strippers definitely don't like the male clientele. They think they're pathetic. They would never even, they think the male patrons are pathetic. They think they're lame, whatever. They're tricks, they're marks. It's just money. They'll give the men attention, but it's just they're trying to get money out of these guys. There's a better chance if I step into a club. There's a better chance of getting laid in the club than getting laid at the strip club.
Well, why do a lot of young guys go to like house parties? Because they want to get some.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't date someone that parties a lot. You can party sometimes, but I don't like that.
So she's not coming. I'm assuming when you say she's not coming back on the show. Well, I'll come back to this topic really quick, but I just have to address this. Like, she's not coming back to the table. Right. Is she still in the building? Yes. Okay. Nick, camera up. One sec, guys. Can she hear me? She has AirPods in. Yeah, I mean, well. All right, guys. I mean, it's probably not going to be a rage quit on camera, but I'll film it, put it on the Discord, I guess. But you got your camera, Nick? Sorry, guys, I have to step away from the table. Felicity, if you want to continue the conversation momentarily. So, yeah, that's a delayed rage quit, but yeah, okay. Be right back. Go ahead, Felicity.
I honestly think that, like, girls, we don't always go out for, like, oh, I want to have sex, you know? Whereas guys, I think that's more of their goal when they go out. Like, girls,
you're right.
We kind of were like, oh, I want to go out with my girls. Right. But, like, when you walk up to, like, a group of guys that's out, especially here, very lustful. I think it's fine to go out every once in a while, but, like, I don't know, just the values that someone that parties a lot has, it doesn't align with mine. Like, not someone that I would date. Partying once in a while is fine, but if they're, like, doing it every weekend, not my thing. What do you guys think?
I think if somebody is out partying on a consistent basis, it clearly means that there's a disconnect going on in the relationship that should be further looked into, I would say.
I mean, to be fair, like, college age, they... Like, people are really into
all the time. Yeah, I mean, when you're young, it's different. But like, as you get older and you mature and you grow, that sort of becomes less of a priority because, like we talked about, it's typically like, you know, family. It's typically like that type of thing. Not for everybody, but for majority, you know? So if that is to occur, like on a very consistent basis, then there's probably some underlying issues that I would say.
I think it's about balance.
I agree.
I mean,
like,
if somebody,
I like to go out sometimes.
Yeah, like if somebody has the freedom to go out and do whatever you want and you have that trust with your partner, go for it.
No, totally. I agree. Yeah.
And also, like, UCSB, like, I like going out every weekend. Like, I have fun, and especially, like, it's all me and my roommates. Like, I don't have my boyfriend here, and he's probably, like, he's not going to be here the whole year, so it's just me and my girlfriends. And a lot of them are single, and we like going out, especially I'm a freshman. Like, I worked a lot in high school, and I came to a good college. And then, but also UCSB is known as a work hard, play hard school. Like, all the parties here end at 12. And
you're young, go live your life.
Well, can I ask you, like, how is your relationship now? Like, you started off being, like, normal distance, and now you're long distance. Like, has that changed anything in the relationship? Like, has it made anything harder? Or, like, what is the dynamic of that?
Obviously, it's made stuff harder. Like, we lived like 5 minutes away from each other. We went to the same school, and that was how it was for 2 years. And this summer, right before we left, we were together all the time because we have also a lot of the same friends. But it has been hard, but I wouldn't say it's been super difficult. Like, we call when we can. He's really smart, so he honestly helps me with a lot of my chem stuff right now. So we've been calling a lot because of that. But I feel like I honestly would not recommend this, though. Like, I'm doing it just because I can see myself marrying him. I don't think for sure, like, I'll be marrying him. Like, obviously there might be things that come up, but I wouldn't be putting this effort in for anyone. Like, if I couldn't see myself marrying him, I wouldn't have done it. I would have just ended it and then done whatever I wanted here. And
you think he's the one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cute. Yeah, I mean, usually, honestly, I hear really bad things about relationships that end up being long distance in college, but I'm happy for you that, like...
I'm also in a long distance relationship.
Oh, really? How's that?
And I honestly feel like it's going to improve our relationship, like, in the long term. Because...
Really?
How so? Yeah, because now that we're apart, we have more time with our friends and doing things that are actually really important to us versus like seeing each other every day. Because when you're near each other, that's like what you want to do. You want to see each other and hang out. So I feel like it's kind of good for us to have our independent lives a little bit more and then also reconnect like at the end of the day.
Like distance makes the heart grow fonder. Yeah. Got it.
And then like when I went back home and we met, it was so nice. It was amazing being able to see them in person and like, you know, so...
How long have you guys been dating?
Not that long. It's only been 6 months. But
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still honestly, cute and fresh. Honestly, I agree with you though. Like I don't think obviously like it's halfway across the country. I would have preferred if it was closer, but I don't know if I would have wanted to go to the same school with my boyfriend either. Even if we had the chance to, I feel like it's just you're too close together. Like you need to grow. And that's why also a lot of like high school college relationships don't work out because you're not letting your partner grow and you're always like clinging to each other. Like you need to have independence. Right. And obviously it would have been nice if we were closer, but I mean, that's what we're getting. And it's also been, I guess, nice getting used to like a different life, but then also knowing when I go back home, I have him. Yeah.
And the next time you're going to see him is Thanksgiving. So when was the last time you saw him?
Like mid-September.
Wow.
You're like a trooper. I could not do that.
So you're comfortable?
I could never.
Wait, so you're not comfortable with him going out and partying?
No, I'm completely comfortable. Honestly, I think like I want him to have fun. Honestly, like he's also really not the type of person to be honest. Like he'll go out maybe honestly like no, maybe he doesn't go out every weekend like I do. He goes out maybe like every 2 weeks. But honestly, I told him to join a frat. I told him you should be going out every weekend. Sometimes he'll be texting me like, oh, like I'm just gonna stay in. I'm like, what are you doing? Like you should be going out. And I don't know. I think he just should have fun. Like all of high school, he worked so hard. He didn't really go to a lot of parties. When we started dating, I actually started taking him with me to a lot of the parties. I think it's just like fun. Like I feel like you should have a balance of life. And he wants to go to med school, and I know in med school he's not going to go to parties. He's not going to go clubbing, like stuff like that. Like in college, you should enjoy it. So
that's cute.
Wait, so did he end up joining that frat?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
He really didn't want to join a frat. So.
Honestly, I think it's cute. I would not encourage, and this is just me, like this is not, I would not encourage my boyfriend to join a frat because I don't trust frat guys. No. Like the stuff that goes on in those houses.
The more of them there are, the less brain cells, you know?
That's why he didn't want to join.
Why did you want him to join, and why did you want him to go out?
I think because for a guy to go out, it's so hard. Like in welcome week for a lot of colleges, like they can go to every party, but now like he has a hard time getting into a lot of parties because like either he has to pay like $20 or they just don't let him. They always let girls in because I mean, obviously, I just thought it'd be nice for him to join a frat because like he could easily like party like a lot more, but also like he's in a lot of like really hard classes, and that's how it was in high school. But he had like his sport, he had like track to meet other guys who are more similar to him. So obviously in a frat, I didn't want like he shouldn't have been like a top frat because they're usually not really the smartest guys. But if he was like a mid-tier kind of, he would have probably found people similar to him that would be different in his classes. So I thought like it would have been nice for him. It would be more similar to in high school for how it was.
Why not a hobby though instead of a frat?
I mean he did join like a track club, but honestly a lot of it was just because it's easier for him to go out. Like now it's kind of like he's struggling and it's like no fun, honestly. Like I know in college, like if it was hard for me to go to parties, like what do you really do?
Nick, can you open the door for me? We have a chat coming through here.
A message from the government of Canada.
Pasty George donated $200.04. The standards of hookup culture were, for the most part, set by women since the dawn of feminism and the propaganda of female sexual liberation. You sleep around on a whim, but blame men for it?
No response from anybody? Yo, Pasty George, thank you for the TTS, man. I do appreciate it.
How much has he spent on this?
Well, this is all
he's already thrown down like 5,000 at least on just this episode.
Just
dude.
you.
It's crazy work, man.
Hey, because he can.
Shit, that can buy me a whole new truck.
That's hilarious.
I mean, he's donating all this in Canadian, so he's spent like $5 basically. Just kidding. Just kidding.
See what you did there.
It's USD. He's USD. He's a patron of the show. He's a patron of the show. Always appreciate Pasty George. Okay, so finishing off this, I did want to come back to this conversation about men should not be controlling in this way. They should, you're saying men should not, try to control their girlfriend, like just let her go to bars and clubs and parties, etc.
I say if they're respectful, then of course, like I know for me, and I know a lot of the people around me, like they would be loyal, like they like to go out, they like to party, but they would never cheat. But obviously that's not fully true. Like sometimes women go out and they do cheat, but at least for me, I know I won't cheat, so I don't really want like any limitations preventing me, like thinking like, oh, like this is gonna help her like not cheat, like this is gonna help her not cheat, but I don't really need any of that. Like I know how to be respectful and still do what I want to do.
If your boyfriend, like let's say you texted your boyfriend and you go out next weekend and here's my outfit, babe, and he was like, hey, you know what? You're fine to go out and party, but like, can you wear something less revealing? Would that become an issue in your relationship? Or would you, I guess at the least have a conversation about it?
I mean, I feel like I would never really wear anything like too revealing. Like he does know, like I do like to dress. Like I guess.
But if you wanted to, maybe Halloween's coming up. People tend to dress
Halloween is coming up, yeah. But like, it's literally the next weekend for us for UCSB.
Yeah,
it's our whole weekend, so I will be going out a lot more. But
I don't know. What are you, like a sexy cat or something?
I'm Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
Sexy Piglet.
And we have a few, but that's like one of them. But
okay.
Yeah.
You have a couple different outfits.
Yeah.
But okay, how about you have the conversation and he's like, look, babe, I'd feel way more comfortable if you wore, he doesn't want you in a burqa, but he's like, hey, can you, put on something less revealing, I guess.
Like, what am I wearing? If I found it reasonable, maybe.
You've been out to parties, right?
Yeah.
These girls are walking around in lingerie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Basically. He was like, you know what? Maybe can you put a jacket on or, something like that?
I mean, yeah, sure, I guess.
You do it?
Yeah, I mean, if it really is, like, reasonable, then sure.
Would you feel a type of way about it, though?
I mean, I really don't think I would ever dress a certain way because I feel like there's a limit and I would never exceed a limit. Like, even I don't want people looking at me in a weird way. Like, I do it where I feel, like, good about myself, but also, like, I don't want any unwanted attention. Mm-hmm. So.
What do you think about, would you date a guy who plays video games?
Yeah, I dated with, like,
do you think it's okay for a girlfriend to tell her boyfriend to not play video games or play less video games? Like, you think that's reasonable?
I mean, if he was only ever playing video games and nothing else, then... Well, if it was his hobby, then no. It wasn't,
catastrophic to the relationship, but there was times he wanted to play video games that she wanted to spend with him. So he gave her some attention, but...
It would be a little weird. I feel like I could understand like why the woman would want that because she feels like kind of ignored. But I feel like if he does it in moderation, if that's his hobby, like you shouldn't really stop him.
Because I think a lot of women have a strong preference to date men who don't play video games or just really in moderation. I guess this is a bit gendered though. It's a bit of a gendered issue as it relates, not the video games, but as it relates to like going out partying and why men, perhaps more so than women, have a more vested interest in not wanting their girlfriend to party, even if that's how they even met. I think things can change once you're in a relationship. It's like, okay, well, you're like the guy could go in thinking, well, she's single, she's going out, whatever. Now that I'm in a relationship with her, I kind of like don't want her going out because, and well, there's a few reasons, but because the experience that men and women have when they go out is really differently. Like if I go out to a bar or club and just mind my business the entire night, no girl's talking to me. I could go out 10 nights, 20 nights, 30 nights. I just have my beer, whatever, just at the bar, not scowling, but just, open body language, whatever. No girls are coming to talk to me. No girls. Maybe if you're a really good-looking guy, maybe occasionally like a girl might come up to you. Well, if you're really good-looking, that's different. But you put any girl in a bar or club, average looking, good looking, really good looking, she's getting approached. She's getting hit on. This doesn't mean she's going to cheat, but I do think it's a bit of a different dynamic and we do have to factor in like, okay, the differences here. So I think the big thing is, I guess I would paint it like this. Would you be okay with like your long-term boyfriend going to, I know you say he goes to frat parties, right? But like, we understand the dynamics in these parties. Not to say that women never like will flirt, never initiate, but like usually the guy has to make the move and like.
He has been hit on, actually.
Sure, yeah. I don't deny that it happens.
No, but like I mean, and it doesn't.
But if a guy gets hit on once a night, the woman gets hit on 10 times a night.
I mean, you also have to like think about it though. There's like, especially here, there's so many beautiful women that go here, and. Sure. All of it, like everyone, I don't know, like it's just, I think people overestimate how much their girlfriend will get hit on, because in reality you're surrounded by beautiful women. Like you have to be able to show maybe just a little interest. Obviously, like guys will come up, you shut them down, they leave you alone. But also some guys, I feel like here, or at least what I've seen, like they want you to show a little interest, and then they'll go up to you, they'll keep talking, whatever.
Yeah, and I think things have changed quite a bit, you know, with social media, dating apps. There's like before dating apps, I mean, before social media, if you wanted it, you can slide into somebody's DMs, you can match with them on the dating app. You had to approach somebody, whether that's at a party, whether that's after class, whether it's on campus, whatever it is. You had to approach somebody in person, or you can meet through friends, whatever. But now I think it is the case that men are gonna, at least in person, are gonna shoot their shot less often, but it definitely still happens. But I think you take like an average girl, average guy, you put them in the bar, nobody's, like the guy's just gonna sit there all night twiddling his thumbs, and the girl, you know, she might get a couple guys hitting on her. So I think there's just this difference we have to be aware of as to why men more so than women will like have an issue with it. And I think the other thing is that men, like I get that women will shoot their shot, but it's really rare. And so I think when you're in a relationship, like for example, do you think the way the majority of women go about putting themselves out there, it's not to do the thing that guys typically do, which is, okay, I'm going to hit on 10 guys might be like, all right, I'm going to hit on 10 girls tonight. I don't think women do that generally. I think women will be like, I'm going to go to the place and put myself in the situation to then be approached. Right? Not that some women shoot their shot, but so I think men and women, men are salesmen, women are marketers. So y'all you put yourself in the environment that would facilitate a man approaching you, but you won't actually generally like go and shoot your shot, or you won't hit on like 10 dudes in the night. Whereas men will, maybe you guys have seen some dude at the party bouncing from girl to girl, shooting a shot, rejected. Okay, boom, this one. And so,
I mean, it's literally like that on like dating apps, for instance. Like I know a lot of guys who will literally go on dating apps and just swipe. Like that's like totally normal. Whereas women, you know, it's like we only swipe for the guys that we're somewhat interested in, you know?
Yeah, it's a different dynamic.
Yeah.
And so, but I think though, when you get into a relationship, obviously the guy needs to give up his strategy. So the guy gives up his strategy of, I'm going to just flirt with a bunch of girls. But we don't ask women to give up their strategy, which is...
Meaning? What do you mean?
Well, the woman's strategy is put yourself in these environments to be approached. That's the woman's strategy. But you continue doing this strategy, even in a relationship. I know your intention...
Like just going to parties, that's
how people meet each other, right?
I don't agree.
I mean, I know a lot of girls, like, we just like to go out and we just like to dance. Like, we don't really want male attention. Also, I feel like it's more than just that you say, like, we market. I agree with that, we market ourselves, but I think it's more strategic than that. Like, we'll put ourselves in the guy's eye line, like, we'll be closer to them. Like, just us going isn't, like, marketing ourselves. I feel like a lot of times, like, I like to go out because I actually have fun. I like to dance. I like the music.
Well, I think it's a combo. So I'm not going to say women only go out to get male attention, but I'm not going to say, especially if the woman's single, she's not only going out for fun. Otherwise, my objection there would be, what if it's really the case? These women hate it when they get some guy comes up to them. They fucking hate it, right? Why aren't there like just female-only nightclubs and bars? If it's just I want to dance with my girlfriends, there is some component of the mixed sex dynamic. Otherwise, women, or you would just go to your girlfriend's house.
But it's not just like a different environment though. Like it's like you're with a bunch of people, you meet people. Like I am meeting like a lot of girls who are like a lot nicer, like in these parties. Yeah. But also like I can't go to clubs and I can't go to bars.
Sure, yeah, so you go to the parties, right?
House parties and these frats are like what we have.
Well, I guess, but I mean, once people turn 21, there are these environments, and nothing's actually. And I would actually say overwhelmingly the people who do throw the parties, typically the men. But what is stopping like even women who are under the age of 21 from them hosting or throwing the parties and saying, you know what, just women, only women can come in, never see it. And then I guess the other, is anybody here in a sorority?
I lived at a sorority house.
But not in a sorority. You're in a sorority. Why is it the sorority girls? You guys have great.
The houses are really nice.
Better houses than the frat.
But they're gonna get trashed.
But why? Yeah. So why don't the sorority girls, if it's just about let's cultivate the environment to party? Why aren't the sorority houses just having parties at the sorority houses amongst her sisters?
They do.
We do.
Like literally, my friend on Friday night was at a little get together with her.
Well, a kickback or a pre-game.
But
or
also,
whatever.
It's like these.
Are the sorority houses throwing parties at scale that the frat parties are doing?
No, but I also really can't answer. Like historically, like frats have always just thrown. I can't name I don't know any sorority that would throw parties.
Right, but so that would I think that would speak to my point, which is. It would speak to my point, which is nothing is stopping sororities from just hosting girl-only ragers. Girl-only ragers, let's go. You can even have non-sorority girls come over.
But also, none of the houses are built for it, though. Like these frat houses are are actually built for it.
I mean, you can throw a party kind of wherever, I guess. But I don't know. I think there's a dynamic here where it's like people do go to these parties, yeah, sure, to have fun. But I think there's a component there of, am I going to meet a guy? If you're single. If you're in a relationship, then yeah, it's like probably 99%. You're just there for fun. Yeah. But maybe there's still like, ooh, I get to reject guy. I don't know, whatever.
But you don't have to go to a
still get the male validation.
You don't have to go to a party or a strip club or a sorority or whatever to meet somebody. I mean, you can literally go to the grocery store. You can literally put gas in your car. You know what I mean? There's always a time and place to meet someone. So that's why I don't. Well,
yeah, sure. I agree. Like for example, a girl could get hit on at Trader Joe's. Should the boyfriend be like, no, you're not allowed to go to Trader Joe's because you might get hit on? No, I wouldn't say that. But I think I would say that that when it comes to parties, bars, nightclubs, these are like very purposeful, intentional social gatherings. Mm-hmm. And I've never seen some girl getting finger banged in the middle of a Trader Joe's. I was young. I know I'm Boomer Brian over here, but I was young once, and I saw some crazy shit go down at college parties. I'm from Santa Barbara. Trust me, I saw some insane shit. People fucking in the corner over there, fucking crazy shit.
I believe you.
Just crazy shit.
I believe you. When I was in my 20s, I also saw some stuff. So
yeah, and these weren't like sex parties. It was just like, here's a keg. It wasn't like some weird sex party.
It's like house parties and all kinds of, here's
some random house party. People fucking in the fucking bushes or some shit. People fucking on the beach. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I know.
Not that you do it, but you've seen.
No, I've seen it. Yeah.
Well, let's just go down to the beach. And anyways, I don't know. I'm just saying, it's a different vibe at Trader Joe's. And
True.
Also, there's a component of, when it comes to cheating, there is a degree of, in any scenario, of temptation. Mm-hmm. So there are circumstances that could be tempting.
And secrecy.
Yeah. So, well, I think.
But then, why would you want to be a partner who gets tempted like that? Like, I feel like honestly, I feel like you should be.
Why would you want to put yourself in a position
let her finish.
But I feel like you should want to. You would want your partner to experience these things to see how they react. And I feel like I would if. My boyfriend is getting.
Sorry, you're good.
Like, I kind of also want to see, like, how my boyfriend responds to things, because then it also shows me who he is as a person. And if I don't like what he's doing, then I don't want to, like, I don't want to take away all these scenarios from him. And then later when we're more serious, I find out that he actually, like, can get tempted pretty easily by other women. So.
Well, I think people can make mistakes, regret those mistakes. You throw alcohol into the mix. Mm-hmm. You throw all bunch of factors. Question, do you have a celebrity crush?
No.
No? Anybody have a celebrity crush?
Brad Pitt.
Question, if anybody was, would you, if Brad Pitt hit you up, he's like, you know what, leave your fucking fiance or whatever.
Yeah.
You leaving your fiance?
No.
Not for Brad Pitt? Okay, how about, who's like a younger
Come on, come on.
No, you're in an age gap, so I mean, you're probably fine with Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
You like my older men.
I don't know. Who's a bit younger? Henry Cavill. How about Henry Cavill?
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying there's certain temptations that,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You throw alcohol in the mix. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but here, we have some chats come through that I got to read here. Sorry, guys, Did any? Oh, no, I think we're good. Or wait, let me double check. Then we're going to continue on with the notes. There it is. Sorry, Pace. Oh, just came in.
A message from the government of Canada.
Yeah.
Pasty George donated $200.04. My brother has been married to an Asian woman for 2 years now in Southeast Asia, and he noticed that feminist women back home are insecure and seek constant validation, while traditional women do not.
Was there a question?
Yeah.
Yo, Pasty, thank you, man. Felicity, why don't you take that seat while... well, how about this? Final thought on this. This is I'm gonna read it off here because I wrote it down. Dream world hypothetical scenario. I'm gonna create a dream world for all of you. Do I have a sound for this? I don't think I do. Whatever. Okay, here it is. Dream world scenario. So would you be okay with your long-term monogamous partner going to a nightclub, bar, or party type environment where throughout the course of the night, he's going to get approached, flirted with, and sexually pursued by numerous attractive women, some of which might be more attractive than you, could potentially be a better partner than you. These women are buying him drinks, getting him drunk, and enthusiastically want to sleep with him that night and steal him away from you. All the friends he is going out with are single, by the way, and they're all kind of fuck boys, They want their friend back. They want to do some hood rat shit, but he's like wifey with you, not actually married, but whatever. So they want him back. They're like, our boy is all locked up with his girlfriend, whatever. Maybe they don't have the highest opinion of you either, right? Sometimes this is the case. And he does this regularly, once or twice a week, I guess instead of spending time with you. Would you be okay with that scenario?
No.
If he would go for them, then I don't want him.
Felicity, you can come. Go ahead.
If he would go for that, then I don't want him.
No, it's not that he would go for that, but that's the position that he finds himself in.
Oh, well, what is his response?
I don't know.
You're good.
I mean,
the only thing that bothers me about that is just, he prefers to go out than spending time with me. That's, the only thing. And also, if this was, if he did this, obviously, I can't help that if he would have single friends and whatever. So, if he did this every, 2-3 weeks, sure, if this is how he wants to spend his time with his friends.
Well, how about you spend as much time with him as you want then? But, I mean, you guys are long distance, so he's doing this at whatever school he's...
Yeah, then I guess...
High school parties, I guess. What the fuck? Okay.
I mean, yeah, then I'm fine with it. I would want to see how he reacts to it then.
Hell no.
Hell no?
Free will doesn't bother me. It's what you do.
Okay.
So if he put himself there, no, I probably wouldn't be with that man.
Okay. What about you?
I don't like the situation.
You don't like it. Okay. What do you think?
I don't like the situation. Obviously, I mean, as a partner, like nobody just wants girls harassing their boyfriend just in general. Like I just find that so annoying. But I would expect like the reaction out of my partner to respectfully decline.
Right.
And also mention like, hey, I have a girlfriend, so that he or the person does like stop pestering him. It sounds like he's being harassed. So.
What about you?
I don't understand why, if you're in a relationship, you want to put yourself in a position to be tempted in any way, or where a mistake could happen, because there's not always going to be a consistency. There might be one night where, you know, he's feeling a little weaker, she's feeling a little weaker.
You guys just had an argument.
It's like, why are you going to put yourself in a position where lust can take over? The Bible says, I'm going to bring it to the Bible because this is the truth, right? The Bible says
not everybody
to
here is
flee
Christian,
from
so that's
lust. I know, but I have to bring it up because that's where my
but
heart
that's
is.
not going to be compelling to an atheist.
Well, I have to plant the seed.
Okay,
that's my job.
Go ahead.
So I mean, we have to flee from lust. That's just the thing, and I don't know why, if you're in a relationship, that you would put yourself in a position to be tempted, especially if it's consistently.
What I find interesting is, I forgot your name. Sorry.
It's Mahi.
Mahi.
Rude.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I think you owe her an apology.
I asked her. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Go ahead.
No, how she actually says the opposite. Like, I find that super interesting. She's like, I want to see what my guy's going to do and like how he's going to react. I 100% would not be that confident. Like, personally, I'm like, no. You stay home, whatever. But she's totally on another, you know what I mean? So to each their own.
I think it's nothing to do with confidence. It's just like, if I would want to find out sooner than later. Like, say he didn't go partying, say he didn't do anything, and then we get married, and then 10 years later, like, he somehow ends up at a party, and then he ends up cheating on me. Like, it's not like I want him to be constantly tempted, but I want to see how he acts in these situations, just so I know he's the right one. Like, I don't want, obviously, someone who's lustful for other women, but if he's not put in these situations, how will I ever know?
To play the devil's advocate, though, like, how would you know?
I'm just
I'm just playing the devil's advocate.
I don't know. I feel like if you find out your like husband's cheating on you, maybe you don't find immediately. Then sometimes people don't find out at all. But I mean, with social media, with like all our apps and everything, like I feel like you could find it on his phone.
Lust is inevitable at this point. So it's better to find out sooner than later. The temptation of lust that you were talking about. Like I said, I'm not Christian, but I like the truth in that statement. It's like, if you detach yourself from lust or from any temptation, this could go with drugs, or in this case, it's going with love. You don't even have to deal with it. But let's say in that situation, I'd rather find out sooner than later. I could let my boyfriend roam free with dozens of models, and I know that at the end of the day, because we are built on a foundation of trust, he'd still choose my stinky ass. Because it's down to the soul, you know what I mean? So I'd rather find out sooner than later. It's down to the soul, man.
Plus, I guess the point of the dream world hypothetical, it's to articulate the point of the gender difference. So what I described there, where your boyfriend, he goes to the club and all these girls are hitting on him and trying to buy him drinks and they want to fuck him that night. That doesn't happen. The reverse happens. Women go to the club and men buy you drinks. They're flirtatious. They want to sleep with you that night if they can. That's or it's a party, whatever. If you're not 21, that's the reality. And so it's like when you kind of put it in that paradigm, it's like I don't know if I'd feel comfortable with like hordes of women just like enthusiastically offering up sex to my boyfriend. Yeah, you can kind of see, but you can maybe better see the perspective, because from us men, it's like if we go to the club and we're being good, girls aren't coming up and talking to us. Well, generally speaking,
they might. I mean, like, look, it depends on the man, and also like as far as you go. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna even talk about like looks, but like because you are sort of like a notable figure, women will 1,000% talk to you, try to associate with you because they know who you are. That's a very real thing also.
My audience is mostly men, so it's like 80-20. It's like 80% men. But look, I think for that level of clout, like you need to be either like it has to be an interest of hers, or like you have to be proper famous and be like a musician, actor, like something else. Like girls don't really, I think they don't really care that much. Like if you're like semi-famous on YouTube, like girls don't really give a shit. Unless they're a fan. Okay. Now that's different though. But like if I was at a club and some girl was like, hey, yo, that's that guy with that pod. First off, they'd be like, fuck that guy. They'd be like, fuck him. But they're not like, the girl would be like, oh, okay, cool. I don't think they're going to, like, I think, unless she's a fan, then that's a different dynamic, though. Then you got a groupie. That's different. But like a girl could see somebody who's got real high status, like famous athlete, musician, actor, whatever. Right. Even if she's not really familiar with him, that status will become attractive in that context. But a YouTuber, I don't think girls give a shit.
I don't know. I don't
think girls give a shit.
I've seen a lot of girls just go up to guys, like especially at like the parties that UCSB. It's a lot of girls going up to guys.
Sure.
I was actually gonna say that, like you said, like it's a lot, like the majority is men. But I was gonna say what I've seen, like I would say it's like maybe like 30-70, 60-40. Like
that was ultimately my point. Is even if women will go up to guys, I would say, and I think that attention is a bit skewed. So, like you'll have, say you have 100 girls in a club, 100 guys in a club, 100 girls in a party, 100 guys in a party. The attention will be skewed. Like men will more proportionately distribute the romantic or sexual interest to all the girls, whereas like I think the girls are gonna like hyper focus in on like 10 of the dudes out of the 100.